Hello, welcome everyone. This is DelVecchio. Happy December. And I'm being called to offer a message. So I'm just going to tune in and see if it's a channeled message or just some guidance that wants to come through, really in service to you, to all of us at this time as we draw 2023 to a close. So let's just see what's here, what's available for us. And the great mother goddesses come in. There is a collective here, we could say, of the feminine force, the divine feminine ray. Quan Yin steps forward. We hold great compassion for your human condition, your human journey at this time. And we come forward with a message, an invitation, if you will, to join us in your consciousness as you move through the end of your year, and for many of you, the holiday season. We recognize that for many humans, as you come to critical points on your calendar of holidays, family time, specific anniversaries of events and circumstances, that there are many threads of emotional charge, if you will, association and connection. In addition to the programming involved in your holiday season, specifically, there are layers of emotions, layers of memory, layers of, we could say, charge for many people, energetic, emotional charge. And so our invitation for you is to take a step back and to take a breath and to witness your own self from a perspective that is more in accord with the perspective we hold, which is to say one of more neutrality and compassion for your own life journey, for the encounters you have had, for the family dynamics during holiday seasons, for the sadness that comes up for some, the grieving that comes up for others, the trigger points of frustration, the patterning, etc. There is a great program on your planet to condition the human consciousness to fit into certain forms and formats of behavior. And this can be seen very, very clearly in the holiday season for those who follow that in, we could say, the Western world, or the cultures that come from and are very influenced by Christianity. But even those who are simply following the calendar and coming upon the new year, there are patterns and cultural traditions and rituals and ways of being and people that you are, expectations of people to associate with and connect with. It is an entire conglomeration of patterning and social construct which would serve you well to step back from and evaluate from a place of neutrality and loving compassion for yourself and your life journey. One of the things that keeps humanity going along a certain trajectory, or we could say many individuals within the human collective, going along a certain trajectory, is the pressure of conformity, the expectation to stay with the herd, if you will, and all of the aspects of social cohesion. And while we are not suggesting that these are negative or in any way particularly specifically harmful, because of certain programming and conditioning, for many, these expectations become sources of low frequency, sources of discomfort, sources of drainage of your energy. And so it is possible for you to make a new choice, to make a different choice. This could be the choice of the energy with which you attend events during your holiday season. It could be a choice to withdraw yourself from certain events or interactions during this time. It could be a choice to communicate in a different way. Our encouragement, invitation, is to at least make the choice to take a step back and to observe the patterning that is still forming in your personal life during the holiday season, with family members, with colleagues, with expectations, with pressure to give gifts, to overspend, to any of these things, any of the expectations, any of the conditioning, any of the programming, to give yourself permission to explore this season from a new perspective, to pull back, to observe, to witness, and to, from that place, make your decisions about with whom you wish to interact. For whom do you wish to give gifts, and in what way? And where are there expectations and conditions or conditioning upon your acceptance, your feeling of acceptance, that are not serving your highest potential, your highest soul's intention, and your own happiness, your own peace, your own equanimity during this season? And we come with this message because we recognize that while there is a great commercialization of the happiness of the holidays and the joy and the peace and all of the good things, there is the underbelly as well. The loneliness, the sadness, the disappointments, the expectations, the judgments, the trigger points in family of origin get-togethers. All of this is very much a part of the frequency that humanity emanates, particularly those who celebrate the holidays. And at this time, as the energies of awakening continue to accelerate, the light upon your planet is informing your consciousness in new ways, you have the opportunity to make new choices based on an expanded array of options that heretofore may not have been available to your awareness. And so rather than going unconsciously into the holidays, into old patterning, we invite you to become more aware of your choices, your options, of how to work with your own energy, and to recognize that if you are experiencing a more negative face, we could say a less happy face of the holidays, you are not alone, and in fact you may well be in the majority. And at this time, your frequency and your attentiveness to your frequency and maintaining a level of peacefulness, loving kindness, happiness, contentment, expansive creativity, or just stillness are of very high value for your own life, for your own timeline. Your capacity to consciously manage your own energy will serve you very well in the year to come and the years to come. And this time in the year is a time where we, from our side of the veil, can see quite a dip in the frequency, despite the fanfare in the commercial out there world, despite the lights, the color, the stories, the genuine desire among many to be in the spirit of giving and generosity and compassion. There is nonetheless an energetic dip which comes with old patterning, whether that has to do with dietary behaviors, spending behaviors, relationship behaviors. And so at this time, again, we say, become more discerning and aware of your own energy. Become the caretaker of your energy field. Become the decision maker of your choices, your life. Become the sovereign consciousness and the loving presence for yourself first. For it is in that way that you then are able to show up in a family gathering in more equanimity, or decide to opt out of that gathering with equanimity, to make decisions about shopping or food or eating from a place of more loving self-care and a higher, broader perspective of the greater long-term impact loving decisions for yourself will make for you, and indeed for all those around you, even if a decision not to join in on an argument, a meal, an event may be off-putting to those around you. Ultimately, your choice to move to a higher perspective and to not engage in lower frequency behaviors that do not serve self-care, your choice to step away from that is actually a loving act for all whose lives you touch. And even though on the surface that may not seem that way, indeed, by you choosing to raise your frequency, you support all those around you, for you share it in the field as an option, as a role model even for others, to listen to their own inner needs and truth, and to make decisions for themselves accordingly. We come as a collective of loving, compassionate beings, those who you may call guides or master teachers from the other side of the veil. We are close to you and happy to support you. Simply call upon us and we will come with guidance. It is for you to choose your life path, even by choosing not to choose. And so we say, choose wisely, choose with compassion, choose with awareness. And in this way, expand into the frequency of your true self to prepare for the weeks, the months, and the years to come. We thank you, and we will return at another time. Okay, thank you. May that serve you well.